Crypto moves in seconds. Miss the pump, lose forever. BitProfits never sleeps.
With thousands of members winning daily.
While you hesitate, we profit. Join the elite now.
That's what I love about this trading stuff. It's like you only need TradingView, TradeZilla, and an account and a prop firm account. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need, and you can get into some money. Real estate, man, you need you need a LLC, you need contractors to show up, you need everything.
Yeah.
You need tools, you need an accountant, a lawyer. Dang, I don't know where the RSI is on this play, but I'm seeing higher lows. We have a low here. This pullback, we have a low here. We have a bounce. We have a low here, and now it looks like it's bouncing. So we got higher lows coming in, but we are still under this 108. So on the larger time frames, it could just reject off of this level. So what we need to see is volume. Will they even let me get my volume indicator on? Yes, I can get volume. So what we need to see here on Bitcoin is we need to see an increase in volume. This ain't gonna cut it.
Yep.
So if we don't see that increase, just I will play a rejection here at this 108. And just if you reject it here, let's say it can get back up here, 108 to its current low or swing low. To the swing low from here, from that level to here is like 1.5% almost. So it's definitely doable.
Bitcoin.
To catch that 1.5% move. And then on a prop firm like breakout, we're gonna talk about that today, how to beat the challenges. But if you do let's just say 1.4% times 5x leverage, that's a total of about 7%,
Mm.
right? And
Oh.
you need 10% to beat the challenge.
Yeah, 10%.
So if your plan is if your game plan is to short, I would just come up here to swing high. If it passes this top right here, I'll stop out. I would have a really tight stop. And there might be a manipulation phase. It might be going up, trying to break it, but just look for volume. If that volume stays low, I would short. If we come up here, let's say the next three candles is green, and that volume stays like low like this, or it's decreasing, total volume is decreasing, I would be shorting here and play it down, try to catch that whole move down, and you'll probably beat the challenge, man.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I would do.
Actually, let me go ahead and get on my DNA funded right now. So, DNA funded. Take a trade. That's what I do. Take me a trade on DNA funded. Well, I got it. Because the challenge end what next week?
I think so, yeah.
Um, I'm just trying to play it smart, let everybody fall off, crash out.
I know. Hey, real talk. You you can get your way in the top 25. Just let them
Yeah.
kill each other's off. Because some people gonna be like, man, dang, some people gonna be trying real hard to try to get in that top spot. So yeah,
Yep.
they might just end up eliminating themselves. But yeah, that's what I see on Bitcoin.
Trade locker.
Yeah, Floki on the hourly, man. See how it's respecting this level here? It's bouncing,
Mhm.
but volume is still low. Like that volume is really gonna make or break a lot of people right now. Of course, I can't see my RSI, but we do have this bullish engulfing here on the hourly. So this is a nice reversal candle here on Floki, and it respected this level as support. So this can keep going. This can keep going. I would probably take Floki for a long based on this 1 hour. Let me jump down here. Yeah, I bet the RSI is probably high right now on Floki. Yeah. And now notice how we're consolidating here, and we had some consolidation here. So these next couple candles will determine the direction. But look at this low volume here. So I would probably be
I can
shorting
see
that as
that.
well, but it can based on this reversal candle, yeah, this can keep going. It respected this level, tried to wick, it wick right to the level. It got bought right back up. And then we got this nice bullish engulfing on the hourly here on Floki. Let me look at the 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute we got consolidation here. We got a lot of consolidation on the 1 minute. So, and I can't see my RSI right now, but um what this means is a big move is coming either up or down. But when you see this accumulation, it's just gathering steam for the next move. So it could go up or down. I bet you it's probably a 50 RSI with this kind of consolidation on the 1 minute. It's probably a 50 RSI. Yeah.
50?
Yeah. I bet if you look on your chart right now on the 1 minute on Floki, I bet you it's at almost it's close to 50 RSI.
The 1 minute on the Floki? Sure.
Uh-huh. I like this. I like this heat map. Um, Let me show you why I like it. Because it tells you the average true range. Like granted, we just started this new trading day, but it tells you the true range of the asset. So if you're trying to play the channel or you're trying to play the range, because I told you like crypto, it might be like for the day, it might be up 1% or 2%, but really it moved 20% throughout the range. So if you can figure out what that range is, the top of the range and the bottom of the range, you could play bounces and rejections off of the range. I do
Mm.
like that. Okay, see, look like we got some volume coming in now. You see, I told you it was building up this steam. It was building up momentum for this big move. So maybe it is gonna go up. And like I said, I do like this hourly. We just started this new trading day, this 8 o'clock hour. I do like this bullish engulfing candle here. So based on this, I would take Floki for a long on this 1 hour. It could take a couple hours for this to play out and for it to come back up to this level. My Let me jump back on the 5 minute. See what my levels is. Probably got to get back on the 1 hour. But yeah, if I was to enter Floki right now, obviously my stop loss would be right under this swing low level. I would have a really tight stop based on this level. And my first take profit would be, see, we had a lot of chops. See, we had some indecision here. We had a reversal here. It couldn't close. It closed here. So this 8,000 level, this 0.80 level would be my first TP. Probably can come in lower. Maybe that might be TP2. I would maybe come here at this indecision, but this is where it rejected. But I would be targeting this zone. This supply area is where I'd be trying to sell into. Dude, that would be my tick. Probably like right here, ideally. But that might be putting my measurement tool from its current price to there. That's 12%. That's probably a lot. So I would be trying to target maybe my first TP might be this area here. See how we had a lot of consolidation here. So
Mm.
on Floki, you're talking about 4%. So that's a nice little, that should be a day trade. That's not really a swing, but just depending on how the volume looks. If the volume picks up, it can get there relatively quickly. But if the volume stays low like this, then it might take a few hours for that to play out. But that's what I see on Floki. Bonk, same thing as Floki. It was crashing down, crashing down, crashing down. Look at this big drop though. Look at this. From here, you're talking about almost 8%
Yeah,
today.
that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
That's enough with 2x leverage to beat the challenge, right? You could have caught any part of this move and beat the challenge.
Hmm.
So it's definitely doable. But yeah, we didn't get all the way to this level. We got here and then it got bought up. So I probably need to mark this 1341 area. Let me zoom out and see if it got bought up there before. Yeah. You see right here, we had a full body candle close here. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that level on Bonk. This area here where it's wicking down to. I don't know why it keeps doing that. There, that area right there. That's where it's getting bought up at. Yeah, delete my info line. But yeah, that area there is getting bought up there. Let me jump back on the 1 hour. Yeah, same thing. We got a nice bullish engulfing candle here. I want to see volume increasing though. I do want to see volume increasing. That's gonna tell me because see when it was dumping and it got to the level and now you see this big spike in volume here. You see this big red bar. You see this big spike in volume. Why do you think that happened?
Buyer stepping in.
Exactly. Because these bars represent total volume. So when it got to the level, notice it didn't happen here, it didn't happen here, it didn't happen here. But when we got to the key level, that's how you know, like we got to a key level of support and people's limit orders, people's buy orders got triggered. Now we see volume increasing. You see? So that's
Yeah.
what happened. They stepped in, buyers stepped in, and now we see a bullish engulfing candle. So yeah, this probably is going to be a nice reversal candle. It probably will go up and probably target this area right here. Probably target this area, nice 4%. So that's what I'd be looking on for Bonk. It's respecting this channel though. It's respecting. So I would try to play it on the way up. My stop loss would be right underneath this support. Be right. I would have a nice tight stop underneath this support. But I do like Bonk for a long right now based on this 1 hour chart. 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minute. We can kind of see clear uptrend. Clear uptrend. So yeah. That's what I see, man. On on my big three, that's what I see.
Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, I wish they had Floki or Bonk on DNA funded.
Yeah, I know they need some more crypto assets, but
They got all these lame ass ones.
yeah, they got a lot of stuff to keep up with over there. But yeah, man, I like this heat map. I like. Let me go back. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like Trading View. I need a um. Yeah, man. Let's talk about some accounts, man. I know people had questions about how to beat the challenges, and so let's look at breakout and let's what do they have in maintenance. Let's talk about these challenges. I know you brought up a good point, and you said that the 50Ks was cheaper than the 100K, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's look at that.
like you save like $10 if you get two 50Ks versus one 100K
Okay, so if I get,
on the one step.
oh,
On the
okay,
one step though. On the one
on the
step.
one step.
Uh-huh.
So if I got two one steps,
Yeah, if you got two 50K one steps, it'll be $10 cheaper than just buying one 100K one step. Um, yeah,
990, and a 100K one step is okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 999. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's
good.
just a little small.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But you also get to spread your risk though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You save $9. That's a good call out right there. And the math is still the same, correct?
Yeah, the master the same. It was a 10% got to make, and
Mm-hmm.
still the same. Yeah, still the same.
Yeah, max daily 4%. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. Good call out. Good catch. So yeah, it just kind of make more sense to get the 50K. 50K probably the best value. Let's look at the
Is it?
25K. Look at the
Yeah,
25K.
it's not the best value. I mean, if that's all you can afford. Yeah, but it's not the best value for
So two one steps of the 25K is 550. Yeah. Hell yeah. So that 50K really the
sure.
best value then.
Yeah, on the one step, yeah, it's the
Yeah,
best
on the
value.
one step. That's the one. Man.
Well, if you're doing the two step, it's going to be the 100K. Yeah,
Hmm.
be the best
But
value.
because you still have to get 10%, you still have to go get 10% on this one step on the second phase. So it's like you might as well just go ahead and get it on the first step. Just I would say how to avoid the drawdown. I know people have questions about how do you avoid drawdown. You really cannot it's part of the game, right? I would say when you first start the challenge, you really want to get in profit. So I talked a little bit about average true range. If I come in here on Bitcoin and I see that it's trading in this really tight range, I have to be particular about how I put my money in the market, right?
Hmm.
I don't want to play something crazy or a setup that I'm not good at playing. I want to play my best setup and I want to play this range. That's exactly how I would be targeting the challenges and trying to beat the challenges. I would be looking to catch. I can come in here. Breakout has Floki and Bonk. Let me look at Floki then. I would jump down here to the 1 minute or the 5 minute. Look at this. So I bet you the RSI was super overbought. Now we see this pullback. So just the depth of this pullback alone, it's right there. And if it gives back all the gains, let's say we get back to this area. We get real close to 1%. Look, and it's about to do it too. You're going to get real close to 1%. So if you can catch a bunch of 1% plays at 2x leverage 5 times, that's the 10%.
Yeah.
That's the 10%. So instead of sitting there bag holding, trying to play a bunch of swing plays, you got to catch these reversal candles, but you can come in here and say, okay, this is a swing low. I'm gonna catch it here, ride it up, take your 1% and take profit, guys. You have to take profit. Lock in that profit. Once you up, you see that trend change. You see this bullet, you see this bearish engulfing candle here. It's like, okay, it's probably gonna pull back. Let me ride it back down. You catch 1%, you lock in at 1%, and that's how you beat these challenges, guys. That's how you beat it's doable. So the basic math is it okay, it's like you need 10%. Let's go back and review that. You need 10%. This is a 50, let's just do a 100K account to keep the math simple. You need to make on a one step, you need to make 10,000. That's 10% of 100,000, correct? So if you need to make 10%, um what you're trading, remember, you get up to 5x leverage. You get 5x leverage with Bitcoin and ETH, okay? Everything else, all other altcoins, no matter how big, what the market cap, all other altcoins is 2x leverage, right? So you can just play Bitcoin or ETH, or you can just trade the altcoins that you used to trade in. But let's just to keep, since we're looking at Floki, let's just do Floki then. So I need to get 10%. I need to get 10% to beat my challenge, right? So how am I going to do that? I could come up here and catch, like I said, I do see this bullish engulfing. You could just try to catch a 5% move. So let me mark that. If you get in right now at the current price and you wanted to do one trade to beat the challenge, you would need the price to get to about minus the fees and stuff like that. You would need the price to get to about right there. It's doable, it's very doable. Or it could wick down and remember your daily drawdown is your daily drawdown is 4% for your daily drawdown with a total drawdown of 6%. So you could swing it and try to catch this bounce, but remember it couldn't go down here 4%. So this will be this area here would be your will be your stop loss. You couldn't pretty much at this support would need to be your stop so you could stop out this trade if it went against you. But that's why I rather just come on the lower time frame like the 1 minute and 5 minute and just try to scout my way. So that's one way to play it. You could just try to catch a 5% move at the 2x leverage to get the 10%. Does that make sense? 5x leverage. If you catch a 5% move times 2x leverage is the 10%. Okay, simple math. But like I said, the risk is this trade going against you. It starts to wick down something crazy because this is on a higher time frame. This higher time frame, this 1 hour time frame, it could take a few hours. It could take 5 to 6 hours for this trade to materialize. Okay. What you could do is jump down here on this 5 minute and say, okay, I'm gonna play the 5 minute. So now we start to see this bearish engulfing candle. We see a bearish engulfing. So let's say what happens if I just wrote it down from its current price back to support? That's 3% right there times
Mm.
2x leverage, right? So 3% times 2x leverage. I'm 4% away from my goal. You could do it like that, or you could jump down to the 1 minute and just, find the range, find the channel that it's trading in. Like here, we've seen a lot of consolidation here in this area. So let me mark this really quickly on this 1 minute. From here, why does it always revert back to that? Let me do horizontal line. From this swing low on the 1 minute to this top I could just try to play this channel. I could, and mind you, I'm not even looking at the RSI. The RSI is going to tell you what you need to do. If it gets back to this area, if it gets back to this short-term support, and the RSI is at 30 or below, man, take that trade. Take that trade and put in a tight stop. If it gets up here and the RSI is overbought and it's at 70 plus RSI, take that trade and put in your stop loss just above it and just play this channel. But just this channel alone on Floki on this 1 minute time frame is 0.8%. So imagine and look, it's gonna look how quickly let me do my measurement tool again. From the bottom to the top with 13 minutes. You literally can catch that. You can just go back and forth playing this channel, playing this range. You could probably do this in a couple hours and beat the challenge versus waiting for a 5% move using 2x leverage, trying to wait for 5% move. So that's how you beat the challenge, guys. It's different strategy. You got to find what you're comfortable with. You have to look at your playbook and say, okay, I'm really good at the RSI plays that Mike taught me. Let me try to run an RSI play here in this channel. And when I get up 1%, don't try to stretch it. Could this thing break out? Some volume come in. Look at this volume coming in. Could it break out this channel? Of course it could. But lock in those profits, especially when you start the challenge when you have a really tight drawdown. You need to lock in those 1% gains. 1%, 1%, 1%. By the time you do that 3-4 times, you are up 3,000-4,000 and you only need 10,000. And if you have one or two go against you, cool, no problem. Like you're not in drawdown. You're never in drawdown. So that's how I would do it. If I started a new challenge, I would do exactly that. I would come here on lower time frames, the 1 minute, 5 minute, and try to play this channel, try to play this range. Thoughts? What y'all think?
So no, that's actually a good strategy. Playing the range and trying to get the smaller ones add up. I was just reading something about, I was just reading this thing about the 1% rule. Thinking small, not trying to think big. Like everybody's trying to think big and get like, on one move, but
Yep.
the 1%ers add up. Taking profit.
They do.
And as you take profit, the good part about that is you padding your risk. You know what I'm saying? So as you like be up 2,000-3,000, you have a little bit more wiggle room. You're not in drawdown. You have a little bit more confidence and cushion.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You got more flexibility. And yeah, man, like I said, my background is real estate, so I'm so used to back holding, guys. I love to be in a trade and love to be in a deal for a long time and never sell. This is totally different, man. This is not investing. This is trading. You have to take profit. And that's really what I like about prop firms. With prop firms, you have to take profit. There is no, oh, well, let me just continue to hold. That's how you get paid. You have to sell to get paid. So, and you could jump in here on these higher time frames, but man, I would much rather come in here on these lower time frames and just run my plays. The same plays. You can run your reversal play. Like this was a reversal. We could spot these reversals. Here it comes hit support. We get a bullish engulfing. Like you can run it here on the 1 minute, or you can run it on the hourly. We see the same thing. But I rather these quick moves, catch these quick 1%ers and play it like that, man. So yeah, man. Anything else with that? And that 10% is the same across. Like this was breakout. I think for the one step, you needed 10% with a 4% daily drawdown. Let me check. Let me check some other fan favorites. I know Bitfunded is a common one in our community. Bitfunded. Um, Let me look at their 100K one step. Yeah, same thing. 10%, 10%, 4% daily drawdown, 6% total loss. It was the exact same. Exact same. Let me look at High Road Traders, another fan favorite. Let me look at the 100K. Okay, yeah. Step one step evaluation. Um, Daily drawdown of 5%. Hold on. Oh, my bad. Let me change that to one step. Okay. Um, Max daily drawdown 4%, which was the same, with a max loss of 6%, with a total profit. So it's the exact same. Let me check one more. I'm gonna check crypto fund trader. I just want to make sure that apples to apples to apples is all the same. So the strategy, once you guys realize that, you just got to find the brokers that you feel comfortable with. Maybe one like, look at this, for 100K, 100K once one phase, 100K on crypto fund trader. You just come in here and compare price. Come in here and just compare price, but it's the same. Max daily is 4% with a 6% total drawdown. And even here, you get more leverage. So if you running these plays, man, here, crypto fund trader, you get up to 100x leverage. So that might be a deciding factor for you. You might not want to trade low liquidity pairs and meme coins. You might want to just stick to Bitcoin and ETH. And cool, you can probably beat the challenge a whole lot quicker with 10x leverage running these plays on shorter time frames. So you just got to be careful and make sure that you up. But yeah, man, the math is the same.
Go back to the funded trader
Crypto
thing.
fund trader, yeah,
Yeah. Do they have like a daily
yeah.
one phase? Oh, 5 day. Okay, 5 day minimum 5 day.
Hmm. Yeah. So, and that's another thing too, guys. You don't have to try to beat the challenge in a day. I think that's the biggest mistake that a lot of people make. They try to beat the challenge in a day. And it's like, man, what if you just caught 1%, a 1% move? Just wait till it gets super oversold. Maybe you can go out to the 5 minute and just catch a 1% move every day for 5 straight days using 5x leverage or 2x leverage. Like you will beat the challenge, right? Correct?
Right.
Yeah, man. So see, we can see it trading in this channel now, trading in this channel. So it's like flagging. So yeah, when it breaks out, take it. If it breaks down, take the short. So it's so many ways to play it, man, guys. You got to just find a strategy that works best for you and just execute. Really, just focusing on execution. I think our next meeting we're going to be talking about execution and just not so much mindset, but it's just like doing the little things, doing the consistency. It's like being consistent and just doing the little things like consistently. Like taking my trade. Like if I'm saying I'm gonna run this play and I'm gonna run this strategy. Are you consistently taking profit when you're up 1%? Are you closing? Are you locking in that profit? Because it will pull back, guys. Like it ran up here, take that 1%, and it will pull back. You will always have another entry. Wait for that RSI to reset. Wait for those MA cross over one another. But yeah, man, we won't make this meeting too long. Pluto, you got anything else to add?
Oh no, that's about it, man. I'm just sitting here. No, I'm good, man. Good stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
oh, one thing to consider too with these different accounts is like if you're paying for a one step, you kind of want to like not wait 5 days, 10 days. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, it's no benefit of doing the one step that has a minimum day wait, and it's like you might as well just do a two step versus just like a breakout or a bit funded. You get instantly funded as soon as you pass.
Right.
So it's just something to keep in mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And that's why we just like we don't have no favorites, man. We just encourage you guys to find something that fits your trading style. You might work a job, you might trade part-time. It's fine. Like, okay, like it might even be cheaper for you to do the two step. You might not want to pay an extra almost $300 for a one step when you know it's going to take you time anyway. We don't know that. You know that you don't have a lot. You can't trade full time right now because of your current situation, right? That's fine. Just go ahead and get this two step. Those days go by fast anyway. Take a couple dummy trades, take off the leverage, do a little, use the smallest sizing that you can just to get a trade going, and just do the two step. Save yourself $200, and before you know it, like time goes by so fast. But I think that's really the biggest mistake that people make is that they will try to like oversize a lot of times what we're seeing. They'll try to oversize, trying to beat the challenge too fast. But with the flip side, like Pluto said, it's like if you know you got time, man, save that money and just get you a two step. Get you a two step or get you a one step and just take your time with it.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, this was a good meeting. This was a good meeting. This replay will be available to our pro and VIP traders. It will be put in the Discord. If you guys are not familiar with the Discord already, you guys can come in here. You guys can jump in here for in this live trade tab, and the replays will be put in here. So if you guys want to review these videos and just kind of, talk strategy and stuff, always feel free to jump on the live call. We have these calls every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to come and join us. Join BitProfits is our crypto trading community. And we are actively growing this community, guys. But yeah, we don't share signals and copy trade. Like, this is a community for real traders that want to grow as traders. I honestly believe this was a conversation in chat earlier today, but guys, you may love your job and you might think that you're the best at what you do, but I can guarantee you that AI can do your job better than you. Okay? That's a harsh reality for some people to face, but you need to learn this skill sooner than later. Sooner rather than later. Because the type of job displacement that we're going to see over the next 5 to 10 years is going to be unbelievable. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to be looking for work, and there's going to be a lot of jobs that are not hiring. Okay. So you need to be able to feed yourself and your family. So learn how to trade. I look at trading like learning how to swim. So if you don't know how to, like, some people swim for recreation, some people swim to save their life. If you fall off that boat, you going to wish you knew how to swim. When you lose your job, you going to wish you knew how to trade. So don't wait. Join BitProfits today. Tap in. We do this every week. We got seven-figure funded traders in our community that are actively posting insights and setups. You guys can come here to our free setup channel, and it's right here in the free floor. Y'all can come to free setups and just check out the value, check out the content. Okay. But yeah, guys. Until next time, I'm gonna see you guys. I'm gonna see you guys in the chat.